Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Fox Shop Barbecue, where we do all of our making of foodstuffs right down here in the Fox Shop. Real quick, if you don't know what the Fox Shop is, this is the Fox Shop. It's the name of my other YouTube channel where we do primarily automotive things, like this 94 F-150 that I redid a few years ago. Anyway, link for that channel down in the description if you are interested in that kind of thing. Anyway, today we are doing something that is very similar to what I did in my last video on chicken wings. Not quite as lazy this time, as I actually have the whole chicken wings. I'm going to cut these up and do it that way. They're a little bit cheaper to buy this way, but if you're lazy like me, buy them cut up. But anyway, I got the whole wing this time. I'm going to cut those up. I do have Abby dog here and a broken grease gun, but Abby dog, she's down. Buddy, Jesse is trying to get into the cat food. Abby's gonna go back up with my daughter, going back up to her mom's in a few hours, but I told my daughter I would make some chicken wings, and we're gonna be doing them on the Blackstone, even though she likes them smoked better. But she's gonna be coming back down in 2 days and be here for almost a week, since Thanksgiving is this week, and I'm getting her the whole weekend into next week. So anyway, she'll be back down in just a couple of days. But today with these wings, like I said, I'm gonna cut all these up. I need to mix up my seasoning here, which consists of salt, pepper, this Traeger chicken rub, which I will link down below, some baking powder, and that's pretty much it for the seasoning. And I did pick me up a new knife. This is a Farware Edge Keeper, called the Edge Keeper. It has a built-in knife sharpener down here, so every time you put it in and out of the sheath, it sharpens the blade just a little bit, or that's the idea behind it. Haven't used this knife yet, so we'll see how it works. I'll link this down below in the description as well if you're interested. Not real expensive. And the heater just turned off, so that's good. It's getting rather warm in here. Anyway, I won't use a utility knife this time to get into the chicken. So get that off of there. And I'm gonna cut these up if you can see what the heck I'm doing here. I really don't like cutting up wings, but I decided to do it this time. Get these out. But you just take your knife, joint right down there, you find where that is, and you can just cut. Cut through it like that. And not going to keep the little points on these. Cut them off and set them off to the side. So not real hard to do. Just I just like buying them already cut up. So let me finish doing this, and we'll move on to the next step. Almost done cutting the wings up. I'll have to say I love this knife. It's extremely sharp. And if you have a good sharp knife, cutting these wings is nothing. It'll kind of just guide itself. I'm not even pushing on it, just letting it cut through the skin. And boom, you're done. Well, with the drummy part. I have fought cutting wings before with a not so sharp knife, but this guy, I mean, I'm just letting the knife, I'm not pushing on it at all until I get right to here. I might have a little trouble with this one. Didn't find the right spot. There we go. And the last one. All right, I did change gloves just because I didn't want to touch all this stuff with raw chicken juice. But as far as mixing this up, gonna have basically what is this, half a teaspoon. So we're gonna do a teaspoon teaspoon of baking powder, or thereabouts. Bunch of salt. My salt top is broke. Bunch of salt. About half as much, maybe not even quite half as much, black pepper. I'm gonna need to get more pepper here pretty soon. And then some of this Traeger chicken rub. Doesn't take a whole lot, it might be too much. It'll be fine. Just shake that all up, get it stirred up good. And we're gonna coat our wings. The thing I'm gonna do different with these wings is some of them I'm going to make into hot wings. And my daughter and Jody aren't particularly crazy about hot stuff. I like it. So I'm gonna make some of these hot wings and I'll show you how I'm gonna do that in a little bit. So let's get these all stirred up. So I'm gonna let these hang out in the fridge and then we'll get to cooking. All right, so it's been a couple hours. Hey bud, got the Blackstone out here fired up. Got it pretty much set on low. And we're at 400, roughly 400 degrees. It goes, there's 398. This side over here isn't on. It's at 252. Right there though, 406, 410, somewhere in there. I'll link this down below as well if you're interested in one of these. Not real expensive. Comes in handy, lets you know how hot you are. But I'm gonna get the camera set up and we're gonna start cooking some wings. But first, since cooking wings on the Blackstone is a lot of, it's continuous cooking of flipping and turning, I'm gonna go ahead and mix up this hot sauce. I'm using this Frank's Red Hot Original, and I'm not gonna do a lot of these in this, but some. So we're gonna pour some of this in here. I think that should be plenty. I don't know what we got there, quarter cup or something like that. And with that, and Buddy's whining outside, he wants in, but with that, just to tone it down and give it a little bit different flavor, I'm gonna mix some honey in with it. Not a lot. And I gotta find something to stir that up with, but let me get that stirred up, ready to go, get the camera outside, we'll get some wings on the old Blackstone. Trying to work on a little different camera angle here. I know you can't really see me very good, but so you got my wings, put them over there. We're gonna put some oil down on here. This is just canola oil. And we'll be adding more oil to it as we go here. I'm gonna get some up here. And now we'll just start putting our wings down. One thing I didn't do with these that I did on the other ones is I didn't pat them all dry with a paper towel. And I don't do that when I smoke them, and I didn't even think about it. So we'll see how they turn out. I imagine they're going to be just fine. You want to cook these up, of course, to an internal temperature of at least 165. With wings, though, I've taken them up to 185, 190, 195. They're still fine. That's a big one. Is that a big one or two? No, that's a big one. Smelling good already. Alright, we're done with this guy. Gonna let these go for a couple minutes and we'll come back in flip them around. I may put a little more oil up here, kind of all over them. Let them go for a couple minutes, flip them. And I know so far on the Blackstone, I haven't cooked a whole lot. I've made chicken. I think this is the third time I've made chicken on here. I did a steak on here. It didn't turn out so good. I overcooked it. Learning. But you can learn along with me. And if I screw something up, you'll see it. Except that steak. I was just doing that for the heck of it. But I already ran this thing out of fuel. I've cooked on it about 4 times. I did run it quite a bit when I was seasoning it. But I had this tank just sitting up by the house. Got it filled yesterday. It's actually got a gauge on it, so that's kind of handy because I had no idea I was about out of fuel. And then I got another one. I got another one filled as well, or another full one. It's up at the garage. But anyway, it's been I don't know, probably a minute or so. But let these go just a bit longer, and we'll get to flipping. All right, it's been just a couple minutes here. I'm gonna go ahead and flip these over. They could probably go a little bit longer, but I'll flip them again, probably a couple of times. Smelling good. It's gonna taste even better. I did turn the heat up just a smidge. I'm not sure what we're sitting at. Well, that's right at 350 there. 360. That's almost 400. 385. I think in here it's probably cooler just because the chicken is kind of cool. I think we're doing good. All right, it's been a couple more minutes. I'll flip them over again. I'm gonna keep flipping these until I think they're about done. All right, so I've checked the temperature on, especially the bigger ones. We're all good up to temperature. I'm gonna take a bunch of these off of here. And just let them hang out a little while. And then I'm gonna put hot sauce on some for me. And make sure, my daughter loves these things, so I'm going to cover this up, and these are going to be the hot wings. Be right back. Okay, so no idea how this is going to turn out. It's going to make a mess. I'm just going to pour this over the top. And keep stirring them up. How clear your sinuses out. Let those hang out there a minute, give them a flip, and we should be done. All right, give these guys a flip. We're getting a little burnage going on there. Let's just turn the heat off. I'm going to call it done. Try to separate these. Put these over on this side. Let these cool off for just a bit. I'm going to try one. Okay, and I'm a fan of the flats, like I've said before, so I'm going to try one of these guys. These are a little messier than just the regular ones. See how it turned out. Not bad. That's really good. I really like that Frank's hot sauce. Put a little bit of honey in that. The meat is so tender, just falling off the bone. That's really good. And of course, I better try one of the regular ones. I'm still getting a little bit of the burn from the hot sauce, so really it tastes almost the same right at the moment. That's really good. This is so easy to do, guys. Dog wants in, but this is so easy to do. If you're new to using the Blackstone or any kind of a griddle, go for making some wings on it. Super easy. I do have some other things, other ideas coming up. Get a little more involved, something a little different, and that'll be coming up soon. But I wanted to make these and get that out for you. All right, so I want to thank everybody for watching. I hope you enjoy what you see here. If you do, hit that subscribe button. Also hit that little notification bell so you know when I upload a video. That temperature gun will be linked down below. That knife, which cut through these wings like butter almost, it'll be linked down below. Come back for more. I do have more, a lot more cooking coming up. So, like I said, I'm learning all this stuff, how to do it on a Blackstone. I've never cooked on a griddle before. So if you're new to it as well, come along for the ride. If you're seeing something I'm doing that's totally wrong, comment that down below as well. But if you would, give this video a big old thumbs up. Comments, they do go down below. Hit that subscribe button. We'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.